Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Doc and Queenie Facebook Live at High Noon. Hello, Queenie.
I never know when you're going to do that, Doc, but you know how much I love Mondays, and it's already starting out to be amazing.
Yes, I do, Queenie. For those of us that are in the club that we don't care for Mondays because we're still sleeping, we congratulate you.
Thank you very much. I know. And actually, there are a couple people in my network that love Mondays too. So I couldn't be happier, actually.
Well, you know when my favorite day is.
Friday at 5 o'clock.
Yes. Good answer.
I know.
Case in
Friday
point.
at 5 o'clock. Yeah, that's funny, but it really is. It's super duper fun. And we definitely welcome each and every one of you here today. It's so awesome to be able to share with our faithful friends on purpose all the time. So I do love that.
Awesome. Well, hey, let's get a few things up on the background here just to make sure everybody knows
Okay.
that today, I think I'm going to start with it's National Clean Your Desk Day,
Uh-oh.
and that's not my
Uh-oh.
desk. Not my desk.
Okay, that was a
Disclaimer.
disclaimer. Got it.
Is your desk messy, Queenie?
If you were guessing, what would you think?
I think it's probably not messy, and it's probably very organized and neat and everything in its place.
And the reason it has to be for me is I can't function if it's a mess. And so that really is my deal. It's not because I am necessarily the neat and tidy type, except I kind of am. But it has to be that way so I know exactly where everything is at any given second, because I never know when a client's going to need whatever it is.
But just for an example's sake, the people that have a messy desk, do you think they know where their stuff is?
Actually, sometimes I bet they do. Lisa, welcome. We're super glad that you're with us today. I'm wondering if Lisa has a messy desk. What do you think, Doc?
I'm guessing she might have an organized desk also.
Yeah, I would think so. Is your desk neat and tidy, Doc?
It varies.
That was a very large sigh.
It varies. It depends on what season.
Okay.
Right now, actually, it is clean, and if you want to, it's cleaned off.
Okay, that's fair.
So,
and I would imagine you've got seed catalogs because you mentioned in some of your posts that you actually get to buy seeds now.
I'm actually through that process, but yeah, no, it's full of lots of different books, gardening books, etc., naturopathy books. So I put them in a stack. I think that's organized, right?
It is actually. It doesn't mean probably that there's nothing on your desk. It means that everything is tidy in whatever department or group or whatever that you're working with. You can pull out your water business and pull out your book business, pull out your something else, and you've got all that ready to go. So it sounds like you've got everything under control. Debbie and Karen just joined us, so we're thrilled that you are here. Lisa knows where everything is, but she says it's messy, so I don't know.
So let's do a flip from a messy desk to Happy Apricot Day.
Ah, there we go.
I'm not a big apricot fan. How about yourself there, Queenie?
I don't actually, I really don't go out to just buy them, but if I would eat them, I suppose. And I know that there's health benefits supposedly to the pit, but I don't think I'm a pit person as far as just chewing on those hard seed things. But I don't think it would be my go-to. Now, I do know people that's their morning. It's not bananas for them; it's apricots. So I
really?
I do know people that do that.
That's interesting. I'm not a big apricot fan or apricot.
Debbie Miller is. Yeah,
Debbie Miller is. She can have mine.
Yeah. You're so good at sharing.
I am, aren't I?
Absolutely. Karen says, my desk is a mess, but I know where to find things. See, if you know where it is, that's all good.
Yes. So yeah, those are the two. Actually, it's become a challenge lately of finding some fun national days because they're really getting into people's names. Of course, I can't remember, like National Kyle Day or National Courtney Day. And you're like, okay.
Absolutely. And it's very fun when I see one of our friends in Australia actually does like National Dessert Day, National Strawberry Shortcake Day, National Ice Cream Day, all of those things. They never seem to fall on our Monday. So that's always that's
I
that's
know.
always why we end up with apricots and messy desks and things like that. So it really is amazing to me. I love the fact, and again, because I love Mondays also, but it's so fun. And I would like to publicly thank everyone for all the birthday shout outs. That was such a blast to be able to celebrate. And that's why we've got the Happy New Year up here still. For me, it's just Happy New Year all the time. And the birthday celebrations, I'm sorry I was late. Hey, I celebrate all month long and sometimes all year long, depending upon how everything goes. So it's never a late for me. It's always a super kind thought, shall we say. So again, thank you for all the birthday wishes. Being 27 for the time is amazing.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. I keep forgetting which, if you're 29 or 27, but
Well,
okay.
it changes with the day, actually. So
I understand.
you never have to worry about those with me.
So, Queenie,
Yo.
remember this.
Oh gosh, I do.
If we had a word of the day today, what would the word be for you?
Well, I'm afraid I'll lose you if I say this out loud, but for me, it's exhilarating. And I've always,
Because it's Monday?
well, because it's Monday, yes, but we've already had a couple amazing meetings so far, and that just rocks my socks. And so it's just exhilarating. It's sunshiny in Kansas City. It's going to be in the 50s. I mean, how much better can it get? I'm super duper excited, starting a new year, certainly having everything in order from all the holidays and the lights in order and everything's boxed up correctly and labeled, of course, which probably also makes you nuts. But it's just exhilarating.
Okay. Well, well, it's, I can relate. Like yesterday I was cleaning out. I After we finished with the greenhouse, I just dumped all of the tools and etc. in one spot in our basement. And of course, the holidays came and the holidays left, and now I'm like, okay, I've got to get this done to get it out of the way. So it wasn't like it was happiness after everything was labeled and put away. I'm not sure if it was exhilarating.
Oh, what would your word be today then? It's happiness or what?
I guess we could say happiness because I love the sun is out, like you said, it's in the 50s. I'm going to be working on my greenhouse roof, so hopefully that'll be the last time.
Ah,
So,
okay.
expectation.
Oh, I've heard that word before. That's a good one.
Oh yes, and Debbie Miller said, "Happy Word Nerd Day." Yeah.
Yeah, Ian is our friend in Australia who comes up with the words of the day all the time.
So, but exhilaration and happiness, happiness, exhilaration Monday, everybody.
Absolutely. And that is so fun. And that background that I see, Doc, is actually created by Lisa Fredrickson. So one of our
Yep.
faithful friends on purpose. And that
Yep.
is super fun. Early on, have all these different logos that people created. But the word and the good news is, let's just do a little aside here. I am thrilled to be able to announce that my order from Australia arrived on Saturday. I
And what
ordered a
kind of
book
book?
from Misty Henkel, and
Okay.
she had just written her second book, and she put treats and surprises in there for me. And I am so excited. I am halfway through the second book. I already read the first one. And it's just, for me, words are so impactful. And I know that you are writing several books right now as we speak. Isn't it incredible when you think of the meaning of the word, the impact of the word, even the expectation of the word? I just think it is the coolest thing ever. So it's awesome that you picked words for today.
Well, I just thought, we shake it up a little bit before we get to the wheel.
Yeah. And how are you coming on your books? I know you've got several in the works.
I'm halfway through two, and I'm not ready on starting on the third one, but we'll get to. I'm the person that has the nightstand that has 12 books on it, and I read a little bit every time. So it's kind of that way with the writing. I go back and forth depending on my schedule. So
Yeah, that's awesome. And your schedule must look, oh my gosh.
It's
Oh,
it's getting hairy. Yes.
I was just going to say, I can
I'm
only even imagine. And mine, in fact, we added several more things on it today on one of my meetings. And I was like, that was not smart. Yeah.
Yes, I had a friend actually I was talking to this morning that said to me that she had heard a sermon at her church over the weekend, and that the pastor said, and he was speaking to her, and she was relating it to me to basically sit down and be quiet and just be still. And I'm like, I'll try, I'll
Yeah.
sit.
Yeah. It's one of those things. It's like your brain just doesn't turn off. Like, you know,
No, I'm revving up, because here at least by the time we get to mid February, things are up and running. So yeah, time management hangover for sure.
yeah. Yeah, the Time Lord that Lisa teaches is one of those things. Oh my gosh. And if you don't know how to get all those time blocks and things like that with your schedule, I really don't know how people function. I've got a calendar and a backup calendar and all these different things, and I've got to make sure they all mesh. And then, of course, being me, I am up to the second week and third week in March for some of my event pages. And all of the sudden, since not all of my time zones are central, I didn't go past March 12th because that's daylight savings time. So I know. And so now if I create the event pages, is Facebook going to keep up with them or keep the time I put on there, and then people adjust accordingly? So I had to just hang on a second. And it was very hard for me not to go ahead of the second, third week in March. I know. See?
Well, we are opposites, Queenie. I do put things on my calendar.
Yes.
I used to pride myself many years ago in I would have things on a calendar, but I didn't really look at it until I started getting so busy that I had to start looking at it. Um, yeah, March 16th and 17th, yes.
And actually, Doc, that happy birthday wish is from my cousin Elizabeth.
Awesome.
So, yeah, so thank you, Cuz, for reaching out. She's in Georgia. And
Cool.
so it's very fun to have our National Doc and Queenie Day today. So this is super fun.
Very cool. So yeah, I'm not as organized as you are, but I'll let you slide.
Well, and it's one of those things, if one cog in the wheel, and that's part of my succession word for the year. And thank you again, Karen Higgins, for the fantastic postcard. The succession piece is, if I took off for a month or a year or even a week, how would everything in my world go? And I want to make sure that everything is smooth. I love being a Bugatti. Yeah, I actually know what one is. I've touched one before in a car museum. So there you go. I know what that is. Thank you. It's the coolest thing ever, because if you've got your succession plan in place and you decide to literally just take off for a week, a month, even a day, is everything still going to run smoothly? And I'm working to make sure my board of directors, the 5 people that I work with most often, et cetera, is in place. So I'm super duper excited about the growth of that one too.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, I think we need a wheel today. What do you think?
I love wheels. I love wheels.
If it's that one.
Wait a minute. Now she's going to make me do the wheel. I see how this works. Okay.
Well, I just kind of flipped it.
That's okay. All right. Tell me when you can see it, Doc.
All right. I can see it, Queenie.
Perfecto. Wait until it stops all the way.
Ooh, what is
The
that?
way. Ah,
Well, posting party. I was like, I thought that said posting party. I obviously need to change my glasses. Like, what is that?
absolutely. Well, and honestly, I believe you hosted a posting party actually, and that was a blast. And several other groups that I'm involved with have been hosting posting parties. And first of all, I don't know if you know this, Doc, but I absolutely love networking.
No, I
And
didn't know that, Queenie. Good to know.
thank you. And I absolutely love being able to host posting parties for other organizations, because certainly your network grows. But then when you see somebody say, I've never been to one of these before, all of a sudden the light bulb comes on and it's like, ta-da! So what has been your experience with posting parties? Especially, I would think if you posted a picture of your greenhouse on a posting party, that would be huge.
Well, yeah, I've been getting a lot of good traction on that. Well, my experience, it was about a year ago, wasn't it? It was
Okay.
February, a
Uh-huh.
posting party with you. And I don't remember how many people we had, but I do remember, because I'm a numbers person in some respect, that I had 54 new LinkedIn connections after the posting party.
Wow,
And
that's
it
huge.
reached over 350, 400 people. So when people say posting parties don't work, you're like, well, you must be doing something wrong. I don't know. But
Isn't that
no,
a funny thing?
it
Yeah.
was. We had a lot of fun.
That
So
was another thing I love so much is most of the networking. In fact, I would say 99% of the networking I do now is virtual. And I have people reach out to me and say, can you come to this or can you come to that? Well, again, the 30 or 40-minute drive to get somewhere, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. For me, virtual has been very effective. And then their rebuttal is, how can you build relationships virtually? And I'm just here to tell you, my experience has been explosive as far as the virtual relationship building. And much of that is because of posting parties.
yep. Yeah. Oh gosh, for sure. We have, and I think I still have the background of one of our friends that we met virtually. Oh, I took it off. She's up in Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah.
I've never met her in person, but we Zoom every once in a while, and we've had her on Doc and Queenie, Jody Giroux, a couple of times, and on our guest live. And yeah, you know, you can meet people whether it's virtual or in person. But the platform you're talking about with the Happy Neighborhood Project,
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
so well organized. I don't see how you cannot meet somebody and not network. I mean, it's very organized. It's very well planned out. So it's very cool.
Yeah. And some of the posting parties are free. I help with the worldwidechamber.com posting party, and that's every Monday at 10 a.m. Central Time. And that's free and open to absolutely everyone. And then for the Happy Neighborhood Project, we have Monday night and Wednesday morning, but that one is available to co-hosts and captains and verified Happy Business Plan members only. So that one is actually not free. It's a volunteer servant leadership type of event or a paid member of Happy Neighborhood Project. So posting parties are open to people. Some of the organizations I have hosted with before, facilitated, they charge a fee to their members to be there, but the posting party is a perk of their membership. So the posting party itself doesn't cost money, but you do need to be a member of whichever group it is in order to attend. So everybody's got a different format. And it's kind of like that thing you were sharing about e-commerce and things like that on people's websites. You can do a membership, you can do a paid newsletter, you can do a paid subscription, you can do a paid ebook. And it just depends on the organization, I think.
Right. Oh yeah. Everybody has their take on everything, really. So,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, posting parties are fantastic. I mean, yours. I'm kind of biased on that, Queenie.
Well, I love that, Doc, and I love the fact that you had such incredible response. 54 people as far as new connections. That really is very, very huge.
One day it was incredible. So, yeah. So shoot us a question on our Facebook page, or even on this thread if you have any questions about posting parties. Queenie is the one.
Absolutely. Well, and you've taught me so much about websites and things like that. For you to build so many websites, that's the part that always makes my head explode. First of all, how do you have the time? But second of all, I wouldn't even know actually where to begin. And so websites to me are so complex. And as soon as I see your websites and your newsletter come out with these gorgeous pictures, and I've seen some of the pictures from your Facebook pages and your Instagram, and I really mean it. I think it is impactful how your reach has been because of your websites.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Queenie. Hey, speaking of Instagram, did you see my latest Instagram?
Oh my God. I'll let you talk about it, but yes, I did. It showed up on my feed instantly, which I figured meant that you had already gotten so many hits. It was one of the top Instagrams. You are amazing, Doc. And when I saw that apparati initially, I went, "What is she doing now?"
Well, I had posted a post on Facebook. I don't know, maybe it was last week. All the days are running together again.
Imagine that.
I'm still on Sunday. Yeah. Um, and I had posted my new little toy, and of course, disclaimer for people that don't know me. My favorite store is Home Depot or something similar to Home Depot. So, yeah, so I bought a mini chainsaw because I'm always trimming tree branches. We have tons of trees on the back 40, and yeah, feels like the back 40 sometimes. So yesterday I decided it was nice here and it was sunny, so I thought I'd give it a try. And actually I have some privet hedges that are on the back of the property. And if anybody knows what a privet is, these are hedges that, like you see in England, that they shape in shapes, or they're real tall and square,
Oh,
and
okay.
they're like they grow. I bought 6 privet hedges, not realizing how quickly they would grow. They grew 3 feet in one season.
Oh my gosh.
So I decided my hedges would become trees. So I trim my trees every year. And I had actually one of the privet trees died. So I had to chop it down. And I did it in 5 minutes with my little chainsaw. And I didn't cut off my hands or my fingers.
Well,
So
we
I'm
are
doing very
grateful for
good.
that. Yes, my goodness. Now, how heavy is this thing?
It probably is maybe 2 or 3 pounds, not real heavy.
So it is that light and this powerful. That is absolutely
Yes.
amazing, actually.
The chainsaw part is like a real chainsaw. They have different sizes. They have a 4 inch long blade, 6 inch, 8 inch. I took the 6 inch because it's got a cover on it, a safety on it, because I did not want anything too large. I mean, because I might as well just buy a chainsaw. But I wanted something that would still, like, I can cut through about a 5 inch diameter branch. So, and if it's bigger, then you just make more cuts and you pray that it doesn't fall on top of you. So, so yeah, that was my Instagram post. So if anybody hasn't been on Kitchen Garden Expert on Instagram, you'll see it there. It's fun, and it was actually very reasonably priced too. It wasn't outrageous. So
Have you done your analysis piece yet on Instagram because of that?
I did not look at it yet this morning, but I actually looked at the month of between December and January, and I'm up about 50% on my reach. And it's funny, the main cities are in the UK, Australia, and I can't remember. I think it was Ireland was another one. So
Wow.
that's always fun to see. How far does your reach go? So, but it's like everything, Queenie. It's consistency and it's follow through, and I've noticed when I don't post, the numbers go down. So
Oh, wow. Now
yeah,
that's actually an interesting statement. The consistency piece is a biggie for me, needless to say, but I don't think I would have known that your analysis piece is based on how many times you post. That's interesting.
it seems to be part of the algorithm. And I'm just looking up I had one. Well, I think I've talked about it before. My Instagram on sawdust.
Yeah.
I had 57,000 views.
On
How
Sawdust.
crazy is that?
Oh my gosh. And it's so funny to me that your reach has been big. And no offense to you, Doc, it's lovely. But on lettuce, a piece of
Yeah,
lettuce, and I remember that was your debut, if you will.
that was my
And,
first 1,200 hits in half an hour. Yeah,
that
unless
exactly. And I'm sure lettuce is lovely, but that was a big surprise to me. And then when your son, one of your sons was digging up a root to a tree to get your greenhouse base piece dug out, and you got a
that was
zillion hits on that too. And I was like, holy moly.
yeah.
And, but your hashtags apparently are a large piece of your efficacy, it sounds like, for your traffic.
Yes, I always I hashtag depending on the subject matter, and then
Okay.
I hashtag hashtags that have I try to go big, go big or go home kind of thing concept. So I'm looking I'm looking for those hashtags that are I look for the millions. So my reach, a majority of my reach on every Instagram reel, I would say 75 to 80% of the people I reach are not my followers yet.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. I've actually in the past month I gained 150 new followers from just, posting every day and hashtagging, and it's like anything. You milk it and keep it going. You need
I
gasoline.
feel that you probably will not be happy about this topic, but I can see you teaching Instagram courses. And I'm sure that you have zero time left in your schedule, especially since you're getting into planting and growing season. But I can totally see the reach and the traffic and the success journey that you've had with the Instagram part turning out to be bigger, bigger, bigger.
Well, we will see. I also have my Diary of a Greenhouse, which will be debuting here in the next month or two. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm working on that too. And that's
Well,
video
there you
based.
go. Now you can teach YouTube, Instagram, and certainly Canva. So it sounds like you've got a lot to do, Doc.
Just a few things. I don't know. And I know you don't have anything going on either, Queenie. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Yeah. But I do think it's fun, honestly. And the people that reach out and say, can you do a posting party for my team? And can you do this for that and a training for something? The answer is most often yes, but let's get the schedule synced up. But it really is back to that same thing. How can you actually build relationships virtually? And I think, yes, you can. And I don't think it's that difficult.
Mm-mm. No, I don't think it is either. And that's consistency too, and we've talked before, the swoopers. The swoopers are the people that just want to use you for your money for one, and it's a one-time shot. And that doesn't make sense to me why you would be trying to sell something on a one-time. Yeah, that to me is a person that does not understand networking.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so awesome. Well, guess what?
What?
Our time has flown again.
You cannot be serious. This really goes faster every single week. My
Oh,
goodness.
it does. It does. So, everybody, thank you for joining us. Everybody that was on here, we are so thrilled that you have joined us. And then if you catch us on the replay, please participate if you want. Add some comments, put it on our Doc and Queenie Facebook page. We'd love to hear what you have to say and connect. You can reach Kathy Weaver at kathyweaverkc.com or Kathy Weaver KC all over social media. And for myself, you can find me at kitchengardenexpert.com and Kitchen Garden Expert all over social media. So until next time, everybody have a fantastic week. And we will catch you back here next Monday at
high noon.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Queenie.
Thank you, Doc. Bye for now. Happy Monday.
Yeah. Yeah.